Right, so I'll start with your new technique. So 4A and 4B. Okay, it's not too difficult. You had this one really, didn't you? So you're starting with 2 quavers and a crotchet, which is staccato, using 1, 2 and 3 fingers. Then there's a rest, and where your 3rd finger is, you replace that with the thumb. Do 3 more notes where your 3rd finger is replaced with the thumb. And then you're going all the way up the keyboard, covering 2 octaves, so you should end on a C, 2 octaves apart from where you started. Do the counting in this one. It's 3 beats in a bar, so the rest is a valid beat. We have to do that. The other thing is to release. It says release the key and travel. Okay, so you do need to move the hand. You could do that. That probably shows the move more clearly if I do the 3 notes in one cluster and just jump along. So you're hopping over 1 key, aren't you, each time, like that, okay? Rather than tucking the thumb under, because that means you're moving the hand but you're not really travelling. It's a different technique. So this really needs a bit of a lift and a bit of a movement to it. So I'm going to count it in 2 beats first. 1, 2, 3 and 1. Rest, rest, rest. Try and move immediately. Rest, rest. So I'm already there when I say rest. Okay. Left hand, the same idea, going down the other way, starting on middle C. Rest. So move straight away. So you're sort of there waiting. Rest, 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 rest. Now, if you get that one, which you'd already got it in the lesson really, I wonder where you can go on to the next one. 5A and 5B. Now 5B, they've not written it out for you. All right. It's the same pattern as the right hand. But it says starts as in 4B. So you're following the same pattern going down the keyboard, but you're also coming back up again. The only difference was 2 differences really. The time signature, if you notice, the one you're doing is 3/4 and this new one is 2/4. That's because it starts on the 1st beat of the bar, whereas this one started on the 3rd beat, and there's no rest in between, okay? There's no staccato written on the crotchet note. Now, I would put that on, or in your mind think, I've got to make that staccato, because you've got to move, again, your thumb to where your 3rd finger was, so you need to lift the hand to do that. So to take the time for that, we will need to shorten the last note each time. If you make it a full length, it makes it a bit stodgy, but there's also a danger you will start to add an extra beat into the bar. So just automatically leave the crotchet a little bit more of a short note. So the timing is different, so I'm hoping it won't confuse you with the 2. So there's no rest in between. It goes from 2 beats straight on. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. There's also an accent, that's the wedge sort of sign, arrow sign, which means you accent the 1st note each time. When you get to the top, which is the same as the top note in the previous exercise, you're doing it just in reverse. So the 3 replaces where the thumb is again, but you're coming back down, that's all it is. Okay, but again, I'm not sort of turning the thumb under and doing that. Okay, I'm actually leaving the note and moving the whole hand. So it's got a bit more of freedom of movement to it, a bit of lift to it. So try to avoid turning the thumb under and move the hand instead. So none of the fingers go underneath at all. They just remain where they are, side by side. Then you're coming down again. Accent the first one. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay. You You might find it easier to do 4 A and B on one day and 5 A and B on the next day. I think to do them 2, one after the other is a bit tricky because of the difference in the counting. All right, that would be my suggestion. Obviously I'm dealing with both of them now. So for 5B, sorry, I'm going to start using the music as I did in 4B, but following this rhythm, 1 and 2. So I'm starting on middle C and I'm going down the keyboard and back up, but using this new pattern of counting. 1 and 2, 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 then coming up. So you see I've got quite a bit of lift in my hand, quite light arm, moving over the keys. Okay, so I think you probably could do both of those this week.